Hello, this is Gary Schnitkey, and this is a 5-minute farmdoc daily dealing with decisions relative to the Russian-Ukraine conflict. Given that conflict, we would still not be suggesting that farmers change their rotations. They would still be using RP at a fairly high level, and commodity title decisions likely won't matter. As we're looking at the Ukraine-Russian crisis, the first thing that we observe is that crisis has cut exports and likely will hinder 2022 production from Ukraine. That's likely to be bullish for crop prices, with the largest impact being on wheat because Ukraine is a major producer of wheat. Next on corn, because Ukraine exports corn, and also wheat and corn are substitutes, and followed by soybeans. That is likely to be the first impact. The second impact may not be as bullish, so we shouldn't get overconfident about those higher prices. However, this Ukraine crisis likely has made the chance of having higher prices higher. And if we had a widespread drought in the United States or some other production shortfall, we could see very high prices because we're looking at a low stocks-to-use ratio, and the Ukraine crisis has hindered production in another part of the world. As we're looking at production costs, the Ukraine-Russian crisis has been another hit on the supply chain, which will make everything more difficult, particularly for grain movements. Russian sanctions and bans will likely have negative impacts on natural gas and fertilizer supplies, which will likely raise those prices. Again, those prices could get higher even for the 2023 crop. We're looking now at the last time we looked at fertilizer prices at $1,500 for anhydrous ammonia. Again, the next time we see that, those could be higher. We prepared budgets, and we're starting with Northern Illinois, looking at the current situation. We used prices of $6 for corn, $14 for soybeans, current fall bids. We put fertilizer in there at higher levels, with $1,400 per ton being the price we used for anhydrous ammonia, $220 cost for Northern Illinois per acre for fertilizer. That could be higher if we're using 28%, or those fertilizer prices go higher. We built in higher premiums for crop insurance because they will be higher because of the higher projected price. Still, we get high operator and land returns, even given those higher costs, and pretty favorable farmer returns, $172 per acre for corn, $84 for soybeans at average cash rent. Those budgets have a positive margin for corn. As we go across regions in Illinois, all regions have a positive margin for corn. $52 in central Illinois high productivity, $82 in low productivity central Illinois situations, and $78 in southern Illinois. Those current values point to corn having larger margins than soybeans, and if we look at crop insurance and take 85% or 80% at both for both corn and soybeans, you face the basic same risk for both corn and soybeans. At this point, that does not suggest shifting large acres in Illinois. If we're looking at those corn and soybean decisions, it would suggest maintaining those long-term rotations, 50% corn, 50% soybeans in central Illinois, higher levels for corn in northern Illinois, and lower levels in southern Illinois. And I would also note that corn prices likely could face higher upward pressure in the future, depending on what the scenario turns out to be. For crop insurance decisions, most people have taken high coverage levels of RP in previous years, 75 to 80% in southern Illinois, 80 to 85 in northern and central Illinois. Staying there seems like a good idea. You might add SCO and ECO to those basic RP levels. That would give you more revenue protection, albeit at a county level, and that may substitute for some marketing decisions right now. and use a wait-and-see attitude for marketing. Commodity title choices, there wasn't much chance of commodity title payments on the 2022 crop beforehand. There's even less now. Don't sweat the details here. Make the decision. Maybe keep what you did last year. If anything, we lean to PLC for corn and wheat, probably Ark County for soybeans. We would note that if you want to use SCO for crop insurance, you need to be in PLC. You can read more about these decisions in a FarmDoc Daily that is linked to in the description below.